Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Hello. We are back.
Welcome.
LiveStreaming League.
We missed you all.
Yes.
Good to be back in the booth.
Yep. We've been playing for a while. Took a little break there. Now we're back in the booth, live streaming our two-man scramble league. 34 teams this season.
34
teams.
3 locations, right?
3 locations. Wall Brick, Toms River, New Jersey.
It's a multi-city tournament going on tonight.
Yep. Uh-oh. Losing my mic already. It's coming out the table.
Screw it.
I'll just hold it like this the whole time.
Brooklyn, make yourself useful and come over here and screw this microphone in.
No, he's good. So right now we're going to feature Tony Shortsy. We might bounce around a little bit. We'll see. We have 34 teams. Right now on the screen we got South Stag and Joey Garlic for the return. They were champs a couple years ago. So
we should lay this all out. So for anybody who's not familiar, this is Golf Kings, indoor golfing facility located 3 locations around Central Jersey, 1 in Wall, 1 in Bricktown, and 1 in Toms River. And every fall and winter, we run a men's 2-man scramble league, 6 o'clock time slot, 8 o'clock time slot. So we'll be featuring groups on the 8 o'clock time slot. 1 different group a week. Maybe we'll bounce around if it gets a little stale.
Yep.
But basically, we have an 8-week regular season. Everybody plays the same courses, same tees, same pins, same settings. Points are awarded top to bottom for every week. We have 2 major weeks.
Yep, week 4 and week 8.
Week 4 and week 8 will be major, so it'll be double points. Everybody makes the playoffs after the end of the 8 weeks. We will have a seeded playoff 2v2 scramble match play for 9 holes.
Yep.
And that'll be single elimination.
Yep, we're splitting it up. So if you're in the top half of the standings, you'll be in the PGA bracket. Bottom half of the league, you'll be in the Corn Ferry bracket. So that way one isn't, if you finish 34th, you're not going to be playing the 1 seed. You actually have a shot to probably win your side of the bracket.
Yeah.
Winners of the 2 brackets will then face each other for the league championship. So.
And everybody knows match play is a different ball game anyway. You can shoot a 12 and you only lose 1 hole.
Yep.
So it's a little bit different than stroke play. But, so here we go. So we're playing Casa de Campo in the beautiful Dominican Republic.
And I must shout out LBI National coming through this year, donating a foursome to the winners of the league. Shout out LBI National. Thank you so much.
Up in the ante.
Yeah, for giving out a little prize here for winning the league. That's awesome.
So the winners will get that, and they'll also get some free
hour rentals, and and the belts. Can't forget about the belts. I forgot about the belts.
I've still not gotten my hands on the belts, and it's something that I will take to the grave as something that I didn't do.
Yeah.
A total failure of life if I don't get my hands on those belts one day.
It's all about the belts here.
Yeah.
It's all about bragging rights.
So I told the guy that I played in the match this weekend that if I lose, I just want the trophy. Like I just keep the credit,
Yep.
keep the store credit, keep everything. I just want the trophy. I want my
Well,
name on the wall.
You came home.
We came home with the trophy and the credit and the name on the wall.
Club championship here at TRCC, Tom's River Country
right.
Club here. Danny Sierra.
Thank you.
The man.
Thank you. Wait, do we have the thing on here?
What do we got? Oh, yeah. Yeah, a little soundboard action.
We're back.
It's been a while since we've been in the booth, man. I'm a little nervous tonight.
Let's let it flow, baby. Let it flow. Nicholas, how's the sound on TikTok? We should do a sound check, right?
Yeah.
On TikTok.
If you are watching on TikTok, you could shoot over to YouTube. We are broadcasting live on YouTube as well. Probably get a little bit better screen pleasure with YouTube. If not, you can stick around on TikTok. We're watching all the chat, and we'll answer your questions as they come in. So,
Yeah, we got sound.
Yeah,
we got
sound-
TikTok sound.
sounds good,
Looks
man.
pretty good on there too. You got a good shot of the players. You can see what they're seeing on the screen there in the middle, and then obviously got our two beautiful faces up top
Yep.
there.
YouTube will show you all the stats of every swing. You'll get a better video of the hitter too. You just get more of graphics on YouTube. So if you're on TikTok, you like what you see, come over to YouTube. It's at Golf Kings NJ. I'll put the link in the chat.
Nick says we're clear and perfect. Good. Now tell all your friends. All right, so we still don't have Tony, right? So guys are just warming up on the range right now. They're about to hit that about 15-minute mark.
Yep.
I haven't seen Sal Staggs hit a ball yet, so maybe he's not here yet.
Looks like these guys are logging in right now. This is Tony Short and
Let's go.
Tim Hornstein. How do you say
Hornstra. Canadians.
So
Bunch of Canadians.
here we go.
They got weird voices and flapping heads and beady eyes. And we do have one special guest in the house tonight, just for a couple minutes. My son Brooklyn is here, sitting over on the stool in the corner. Say hi to everybody, Brooklyn.
Hello.
Hello. Brooklyn straight from baseball practice, coming off a big win this weekend. Tell us a little bit about what you had going on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, we played a football game against Berkeley. 12-0, we won.
Attaboy. Another shutout. So that brings the football team. I happen to be the defensive coordinator, so I'll shut that out. We are 6-1 with, what do we play, 7 games? We have 5 shutouts. 6-1 with 5 shutouts.
Yeah, and then we have this last game against Brick.
Nope, Southern. This week.
Southern Brick.
Nope, just Southern.
Oh, those?
Yeah, they're just called Southern. I know, it's a weird name.
I thought you said there was 2 bricks.
Once you get south of us, it gets real weird.
Yes. Definitely.
We got Southern, we got Central. There's weird things going on down there, but we'll be playing for the playoffs. So say goodbye to everybody, Brooklyn. Mommy's here.
Wait, what? No.
Yeah,
That wasn't 2 minutes in the
no,
last
it was 14 minutes, believe it or not.
Jason says on TikTok is also here as a special VIP guest of Champions. I don't know what you're referring to, but hey, congratulations, man.
Yeah,
Howdy.
VIP guest of champions. We're full of champions, but there will only be one champ. Actually, there'll be 2. There'll be a Corn Ferry champion and a PGA champion, or will they play each other?
The two champions of each bracket will play each other. for
Okay,
the
so we will
ultimate
have
championship.
one champion,
Yep.
2 belts, 1 team.
Yeah, only one team will be holding the belts at the end of the year. So
Come on,
here-
come over and say goodbye on the camera.
Yeah.
And
Do I really have to go? That was I didn't
Yep.
feel like that was 2 minutes.
bedtime. Let's go.
I barely got
Love
to
you.
talk.
You did a great job. We'll talk about having you in here next time. You'll do some interviews. We'll
Here's
have
Joey teeing off now.
Okay.
Joey G.
So
Always wearing pink.
I ran into Joey at Pine Barrens, fellow member at Pine Barrens.
I ran
We
into
played around together.
I ran into him at. Did I read maybe LBI National? Oh no, the your place, the Bar A outing. Wave goodbye to the camera there, buddy.
See you later, bro.
Bye.
Don't leave me hanging.
Don't forget your Cheez-Its.
Bye.
I know you're gonna forget them. Love you, buddy.
Bye.
So, fun fact: I'm playing in the league this year. I played the 6 o'clock squad with Joey G. We went -1. The course is wide open. There'll be various OBs to the left on some holes, like this one.
A lot of water. Right, a couple holes, hug the water.
Yep. But the greens are what make this tough. It's
Yeah.
very hard to.
Hold them, right?
Yeah, it's very hard to stick greens in this course.
So, not that my course is anything like this course, but Tom's River, being on the water, a characteristic typically is those upside down soup bowl kind of greens, because that's how they keep them dry, because they're on low land.
Okay.
So a lot of times you'll see everything rolling off the edges, but that's more for the conditions, the water, and keeping them dry because they're elevated.
Yep.
Rather than to
That
make
makes
them
sense.
hard, but it does both.
Yeah.
Jason once announced a pig wrestling competition, and it was dubbed the Special VIP Guest of Champions. Just to clarify. Attaboy, Jason. We appreciate you being here. We support you. I got an upper decker in, so I'm feeling a little zooted. We're all in the same boat.
Shout out to my neighbors if you're watching. We hang out every weekend. Doing a lot of drinking ever since I got close.
Is
to
that
my
your neighbors?
You know, I don't know. No, I don't know it, Jason. So,
Okay. Are you just holding the microphone at this point?
No,
You are
no.
falling apart over there.
You know what?
You are way too laid back.
The problem is we got these new chairs, and they're
Extremely comfortable.
they're extremely comfortable and they're loungy. It's quite the vibe right now. But my mic was falling off the table. Now I got it secured, so no hands, Ma. Look at me.
Look at me, no hands.
Yep.
It's liberating to
Yep.
not have to hold the microphone. It is a thing.
But I'm loving our setup this year. It's I might have to move the Golf Kings sign down a little bit, but hey, this is week one. We'll figure it out as we go.
I feel like the weather, man. And we have a storm front rolling in from.
Got a little guest again.
Take your pizzas.
Thank you. Hey, Jay, right up your alley, brother. How about this? You want to come on in? Come see us. We got slices.
Shout out Tony's in Brook, New Jersey. Or is that Point?
No, it's Brick. 88. Route 88 in Bricktown. Yeah, man.
Funny. Let's see if they get close here.
All right, what do we got? So hole 1 is 371 par 4. Looks like they're off into the rough on the right, 95 yards to the pin.
Thanks, Jason. Where are you watching from, Jason? What state? We do use TrackMan 4, if anyone was wondering.
Shout out Trackman.
Yep.
So you want to give them a little VG3 story? I don't know much about it, but I know it's beautiful.
So they just made a massive update over the last couple of weeks.
We need Bangini to really explain it.
Yeah, they're moving all their courses over to 4K. The graphics are insane. The whole league is built on only VG3 courses. So what you're seeing on screen is just total high definition. A lot of things changed. How you read greens has been updated. They used to use a color scheme to where if it was the more red, it was higher up, blue was lower part of the greens. But it was
Square
hard to
grids.
read. Yeah, square grids. They got rid of that. They went back to, or they implemented like the Tiger Woods style PGA game.
The rolling
the
ball.
rolling balls of the green, which makes it a lot easier to read greens now.
Yeah.
They changed how the ball lies. Unfortunately, the camera is blocking how that lies now. There used to be a grid. Now it's built on degrees. So if you're left or right, plus or minus degrees, it's going to be above or below your feet. And then they have the front to back slope in degrees too. So a lot of things changed. A lot of good things, I think. A lot of good things came out of it. So,
Long story short, if you're going to play golf on TrackMan VG3, bring a calculator.
yeah, you
Lot of
gotta
math.
calculate the power percentage drop off when you're not. But here's a cool thing. Watch how this hits the sand. No.
Poof.
It makes a mark and it follows the trail of the ball.
And it reacts more like being in sand.
Yes.
You know, where you just roll like it looked like it was on ground.
Yep.
Yeah, much more realistic. It's awesome. North Dakota, Jay, that's a ways away from us. A little bit earlier over there. Is it getting cold yet?
But you can see on screen, you could see how the ball entered with
Yep.
the trail of sand. That's new. I know that's the nerd in me talking, but people actually appreciate that when they play a lot of indoor golf.
It takes me back to like when Madden 95 became Madden 96, and there was like the tiniest little thing where like you
Yeah.
could they got actual numbers instead of everybody being 00, and you were like, "There's numbers on their jersey."
Remember when they introduced the hit stick? I
Of
think it was
course.
like 2005 when Ray Lewis was on the cover.
Yeah,
It was sick. I was a big Madden freak. I stopped playing after Don McNabb year, though. I think it was 06.
well, thanks to Brooklyn, I'm back into it now.
Oh, you really? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not nearly like I was, but we get them every year.
Okay.
Mid 70s during the day, 48 last night. Not too different from here. We're hitting the 70s still. I don't think we've gotten down to 48, probably mid 50s. I really am a weatherman.
Ooh, it's not bad.
Sally Stagg's got a little bit of the pulls.
Yep.
So
So
go on left.
scoring wise, we turned putting off for the league because who wants to putt in indoor simulators? So
We
have-
do. That's where.
Yeah, we
do.
usually putt when we go live in the bays, but for league we have it turned off just to keep the pace of play up. And it's one putt inside of 8 feet is a gimme.
8.
Eight
They changed
feet.
it from 10. It used to be 10.
Oh no, you're right. It is 10.
It is 10, right?
It is 10.
We
my bad.
play 8.
We play 4.
4.
Yeah.
Oof.
So one putt inside of
Having
10.
nightmares.
Yeah, two putts inside of 65 feet, and then 3 putts for anything after that. So it's all about sticking greens, sticking flags.
Jay, we're in central New Jersey, kind of the Jersey Shore.
Let me see what these guys are up to. This is
We
the guys
are-
I really wanted to.
We are sitting in Bricktown, but like I had said at
That
the
is
top,
not Tony Short.
that is not Tony Short. But he's got Tony Short's name. Is that a fill-in for the night?
That might be a fill-in for the night.
Let's see if Tim gets in there. This kid's hitting high draws. Yeah, so central New Jersey, we're in Brick. There's a location in Wall, which is 15 minutes north of here, and then one about 15 minutes south of here, and we're broadcasting all three of those, but we are physically sitting in the Brick location. We got 10 bays outside playing right now, just outside that door.
Yep. League's a big thing here, man. It's the last winter league we had 42 teams. The winter it sells out completely.
Sure.
This year we had a couple open spots for the fall league, but still 34 teams. Fall league is insane.
Are these calzones you watching friends of yours? We are, so this is an open league. It is a public league. Anybody can play in it. Members get a little reduced rate, but anybody could sign up and play. So we got 68 guys from around the town.
Yep.
No handicap, just straight up.
Yeah, it's not Tony Short tonight, so he's got to fill in tonight. So we're gonna keep it on Sal and Joey Golick.
Yeah, let's do it. It's good to see Joey G back.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I've had the idea for a while now that
Thanks for the follow, Jason. We appreciate it. We'll be every
Thank you.
Monday at 8:00 from here, pretty much through the holidays.
Yep.
And then what we'll do, if obviously you're new here, once the league ends, Chris and I and a couple of friends will take on some challenges on the TrackMan. We've tried to break 30. We've tried to break 30 on 9. We've tried to break 60 on 18. We did a horrible par 3 challenge.
the hole-in-one challenge.
The hole-in-one
Pretty sick.
challenge was kind of an impromptu ad lib after hours, a little Big Chris after dark.
I tried to see if I could beat Jersey Jerry's record of 30 hours, and I did it in 30 minutes.
Yeah, blew him out of the water. Blew him, and you were all over it too. Always the wedge though.
I won't forget that night. There was somebody who commented, like, "Oh my God, just watch this guy hit the green 20 times in a row." I couldn't miss the green. I was on that night, and somebody switch to the pitching wedge to get more roll.
Somebody in the chat, yeah.
Yep, and then I was
Shout out chat.
like, I can't do pitching wedge. I'm going to hit it over the green. And then I just lightened up, and it rolled right in. The video is actually pinned on our TikTok right now. So if you wanted to check it out, it's up there.
Did it make it to YouTube? No.
It is on YouTube.
It
too.
is, okay.
Yep.
All the rounds we've played are on YouTube. All the rounds we've played are on TikTok. Highlights on TikTok. Full videos on YouTube.
Appreciate it, Jason. That was nice, man. Nice words.
Yeah, it's a cool little thing. Chris's brainchild. I played in it for years. That's how I ended up over here in the booth.
Ooh, get in. Look at this chip.
Hold.
I'll tell you, when I played with Joey G out on Pine Barrens, his chipping game is unmatched. It is just lights out.
Yeah, he's a solid player.
Yeah.
We played them. We played them in the semifinals over in Wall. One of the first seasons before you even had Brick.
Yes.
We played against Joey. Me and Brian played against Joey G and Sally Staggs.
It is crazy. There was a time where it was just Wall, and like that was 5 years ago, and we now have 3 locations. It's been a ride.
Such a weird thing. Like I said, I played in the league. It kind of funny. Danny Golf King's origin story. I was a member at a competitor indoor simulator facility, and just on a whim, I popped into the Wall one, and Joey G was there.
Joey G
was there, and
Kevin,
yeah. And we talked for a little bit, and I signed up and canceled my other one, and then in playing, I got the emails.
We became friends.
Yeah. But because of the league, really more than anything. But it's such a great thing on a Monday night. You get every bay, and it's hard to see on these videos, but every bay has a. Oh my goodness!
Oh, I've never seen this view.
That's an interesting shot.
You just hit my house.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Sorry, Joey.
A little bit of soundboard action.
But yeah, so every bay that these guys are in has a full a fridge, a little mini fridge, and big TV. So you throw the Monday Night Football game on. You got the Yankee game going on, some playoff baseball. Something to do on a Monday night when it starts getting cold and dreary, and you can't get out there and just to keep swinging. So yeah, it is a great idea.
Yeah,
I will credit my club championship partially to Golf Kings.
To be able to go and swing at any time you want, you don't have to wait for the good weather. You don't have to wait for sun. Just come in here and hang out with the boys. We got the games on. We got the Yankees game on.
Yep.
Which we'll probably need updates because we're doing this. I would love to get Yankee updates and the Chiefs game, right?
Chiefs Saints tonight. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a vibe, and then what ends up happening is you play a couple seasons, you meet all these people, you kind of shoot the shit with them, and then when summer comes around, Tony and Tim played in a couple golf outings, so we've seen them out on the real course. You've bumped into Joey G now on the real courses out there, so you end up getting some golf buddies, and we all talk and kind of hang out throughout the winter, and try to get a couple rounds in when it gets nice. Jason, if you play, you can relate to having 4 months of no golf action, and how tough it is to get back out there and start swinging when it starts to get warm and feeling like you're a little behind the 8 ball. So Golf Kings will keep you in shape and have you coming out in mid-season form early on.
Absolutely. He likes to put the ball right on the edge of the mat there.
Right up front?
Yeah.
That's your guy's putting technique that I can never get down.
I like to take all the early break out of the worn out mat sometimes.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I just got once I got my yardage, my power gauge to the screen, I had to stay where I was.
Yep. We did put on fresh mats.
I noticed that, yeah.
So everything's all fresh for the league.
They're looking nice and fluffy and green.
You can get down on those too. Look at this.
Tailing? Oh, it's coming back. He's cooking.
Draw.
Yeah, he's pulling everything. They got to calibrate.
Oh, man.
All right, 4th hole. 1 under. Just plodding along. That's what Joey and Stal do. They don't wow you. They just plod along.
Par.
This is a big one, though. They got to put this close, or they're going to give one back.
So there's
the balls,
yeah. There's the new ball look of the green. They introduced contours now, too, so when you drone the green, they're real contours now.
Yeah,
you can really read it.
Look at this thing breaking every direction.
Yeah, that's what makes this course tough. It's not...
Hold.
It is hittable, but the balls, it's hard to get it in that 10-foot circle.
Yeah, you got to get them to bite, especially out of the rough. And that's the other big thing that people knock about playing on one of these simulators. It does really mimic the loss of spin when you're coming out of the rough.
Mm-hmm.
When you hit it off the fairway, you're going to get a lot more bite. If you're getting out of the short rough, you're not going to get as much, and out of the regular rough, it's just going to roll out on you. You just can't hold it. So you do have to kind of play the lie like you would outdoors. All right, first par 3.
Look at this par 3.
Nothing but water. Kind of looks like R6, the 6th hole, right? I mean, minus the sand and blue water. And
it is kind of like
the shape.
It's the yardage too, right? Isn't it about 140 or no? Is it 160?
It's 140 on the first time around, and then it's closer to 125.
Okay.
On the backside, and then we have the championship tee and it plays from about like 170.
Gotcha.
Get him, Joey. He is right up front, huh?
Yeah. The chip though was like towards the left side more though. Oh, get in there. Oh, look at this.
Get up.
It's short.
Get
short.
up.
Oh, sand.
We got anything good?
Wild sports weekend though. As we'll recap some sports. I'm a Mets fan, and
we are Mets
fans, and it's just
what a roller coaster, huh?
I was so pumped that they made the playoffs, but like now I know why my teams are never that good because I can't handle it mentally. Like I'm just all over the place.
Well, it doesn't help that they seem to just only score in the 8th inning. There you go. Now you're playing that.
There it is.
Playing for that draw. Oh, that's a bird.
Did he light it up?
That's a bird.
He did. Look at that, 9.8 feet. Nice birdie there.
I know it's an eagle, but we don't have a birdie sound. And it flies, so that's a thing.
Yeah, I feel like I'm becoming a sociopath though, watching the Mets.
Yeah, it'll do it to you. It'll do it to you.
Too much of a ride.
So that first game against the Braves was the game of the season, and maybe the game of the decade. That was one of the best games of baseball I've ever seen
at the time.
Right, and then since then it's just been more of the same.
More of the same, and then when Alonso hit that 3-run homer against the Brewers in Game 3.
Unbelievable.
I was like, what is going on?
And I thought he missed it. His reaction off of that looked like he missed it.
I think the announcers thought he missed it too because it didn't have the excitement.
Howie Rose didn't.
Uh-oh.
Did you hear that one? Hit a rock.
Yeah.
And then last night, the heroics, the Alonso home run last night. Oh no, it was Vientos.
Vientos hit the 2-run homer to tie it in the ninth.
And then Alonso hit the solo jack. Or that was early.
No, earlier in the game, Alonso
Early
hit
years.
one. And then Vientos hit 2-run in the ninth to tie it, and then they lost in the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, I don't know how you hang a slider to a 3-2 slider to you put that in the dirt.
Yeah, the back-to-backs by Harper and
Well, once the first one was gone, it
Castellano.
was over.
Yeah.
Like we just knew it. But I don't know how you hang a slot. You either got to pump a fastball like at his eyeballs,
Yep.
or drop something in the dirt and hope he chases. You give him first base. You cannot let him beat you in that spot.
Correct.
I don't understand it.
Sal bailing out Joey there. Almost hits a 300-yard drive.
299. What is this?
To be honest, here's a guy that is starting to figure the game out.
That worked. I didn't even know what I was hitting.
Yeah. Chris Collinsworth chiming in.
He sucks, by the way. I'll say it every time we play that. I can't stand Chris Collinsworth. It's
Who's
like
your guy?
Captain Obvious.
Who's your announcer?
I love Greg Olson.
Greg Olson's really good.
Really good. Got bumped for Tom Brady. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah. Tom Brady's struggling out the gate here.
Yeah. Well,
is.
listen, it was...
Go.
It's going to spin. He's out of the fairway. So there you go. I mean, it's a, less
Higher
than a
spin
100-yard shot.
Yep.
You get it up in the air, it's going to zip back. It'll never happen on a real course. I mean, for me at least. But, yeah, Greg Olson, I am a Cowboy fan. I've got a soft spot for Romo. And it's funny, I was talking to somebody yesterday about Romo's. I was actually at a high school football game, and I called the play that was about to be run. And the guy sitting next to me was like, "What do you think, you're Tony Romo?" And the other guy's like, "He doesn't do that shit no more." And they were like, he's removed from the game. He used to know the teams and the coaches and the players, and now he's 6 years out of the league, so he just doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Or I said maybe they told him to turn it back, tune it back a little bit because there was a lot of that going on. But I like Romo. I like Olson. I like Tirico.
I like Tirico. I like Romo a lot too. I know he does the little grunting and all that stuff, but
He
like
knows what he's talking about.
he sees the play before
Yeah.
it happens. So
Yeah, and I don't mind Kirk Herbstreit. Now that he's doing the NFL games, big college guy. But
Greg Gumbel
Greg Gumbel
does the Jet games. I think it's Greg Gumbel.
Bryant Gumbel. There's a
Gumbel.
bunch of Gumbels.
Gumbel. It's definitely Gumbel. CBS.
Yes, Greg Gumbel. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, he's got a smooth, silky voice. Yeah, but I mean, yeah. So I guess Tirico is a good commentary guy. The color guys, though, I like Greg Olson. He knows what he's talking about. Tight ends are the best athletes on the field
Oh yeah, why is that?
because you got to be able to play offensive lineman and wide receiver. And it's
That's a good take. Yeah.
no, it's without a doubt they're the best athletes out there. You got to be more than a one trick. You can't just be a speedster. You can't just be
You got to run routes.
You got to run routes. You
Yeah.
got to be able to catch. You
You
got to
gotta
be able to block like a line. You're blocking typically the best pass rusher. You're on the edge, so you're going to get a T.J. Watt or a Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
They don't send them up the middle,
Yeah.
so it's a tough spot. And plus, Brooklyn plays tight end, so I have a new
A little
respect for
biased.
it.
Yeah.
Is this
cool.
the same par 3?
No.
Did I miss something?
I thought they just drove it 300 yards.
No, I said this was like the sixth hole.
I don't know. I think we missed the hole.
What did they do? Well, they watch a replay or something? How do they end with a shot in the sand? They must have watched a replay.
They're moving fast though. They're already on hole 8.
Yeah, they were motoring. Where's everybody else at?
You know what? Let me pull up the leaderboard. I want to see. We were -1. We were sitting in second after the first squad, but
The fix is in.
there's a lot of talent in the 8 o'clock squad.
Yeah, well, was Contos out there today? Let's take a look in at Contos. Do we know where they are?
They're Bay 10. Okay, so updated leaderboard. We are sitting in 6th right now.
Jeez.
Ed Mangum, Liam Donnelly took -3, shot a 69. Shout out 69.
So they stayed at -3 because they were on like the 13th hole.
yeah, they stayed there.
The back nine's harder than the front, I think.
Brett Ekman, and Mike Vitello, I believe he plays with. They're at -3 going into 18.
Was that the guy playing by himself?
No, he's a wall guy.
Okay, that's not Belmartians.
That is Belmartians.
That is
Yeah.
Belmartians. I thought so. Yeah, they're pretty good. They've been in the towards the end. Actually, last year they did. They had to play one guy down, and they lost.
Oh, that's right.
They got upset.
Yeah, that's right. They were a shorter guy. And so when we get to playoffs of the bracket format, no subs, and
You have to play one ball.
You can only play one ball by yourself if your teammate can't show up. So
Yeah. It's amazing how the Zin just makes my memory come back. Lit up like a light bulb.
you got to be on your game for that one. This is going to hit path.
Hit the path. Go in the hot tub.
All right, so it ranges right now between plus 14 all the way to minus 3 between 34 teams.
What's Contos looking like? They just started, right? So
Yeah, Contos is even through 5.
these guys are going to be done before 9 o'clock.
So these guys are sitting in third. I know they're only 8 holes in, but they're at minus
Oh,
2
my
already.
God.
What? Did he hit it right in the water?
This guy stinks.
That never got off the ground.
That stinks.
Man, a lot of average golfers, too.
Yeah, I mean, you got some good
wow.
play. Oh, Lord.
I think they're in front of it, though.
Look
I
at
think
those.
that's just a camera thing. Like, that is beautiful,
That's
isn't
a
it?
beautiful bush.
Bangini, where are you, brother?
You like the bush? You like beautiful bushes?
It's coming back. It's making a comeback. It's making a comeback. You got to trim it, though. You can't just leave it like that.
I would never play golf.
You can't even
with
see the
this
hole.
bush. Yeah. That. Find it. There it is.
To all you groundskeepers out there, anybody watching that's in charge of a golf course, if the bush is too big that you can't see the hole, you got to trim it back.
Yeah. Look at this. He's going to get it on.
Right through the bush.
Where do you get a ball out of the bush?
Joey G. He knows what he's doing around the bush.
Oh, stay on the green.
Joey knows his way around the bush. And we got a hefty 10. Oh, drop down to 5. All the bush talk. Sorry if I offended anyone. I don't mind a bush. Jason, you still with us? We lost you too. Great concept, huh, buddy? Big Chris is our top viewer.
Yeah.
And with me in a close second.
Bounce left.
Oh, hold. Oh, you hit it over there, right? In that, like, fake valley thing? When you and Joe were playing? There's like a collection area down off to the right there.
Yeah.
It's like a crater.
Yeah, it looks like a comet hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at it. That sucks.
Yeah, but you know, that's 100% you think that's to punish golfers. That's probably to collect water.
Probably, right? But they're right next to the ocean there, though. They wouldn't just drain out to the ocean?
You'd be surprised. Like, our course has just always got wet little...
Well, probably because you're just in
high
the flood
tide
zone. Then,
high tides will do it, yeah. Lately, it's been crazy, too. Speaking of, do you see what the hell's going down in Florida?
Dude, man, I hope everyone in Florida gets through these storms as they roll through, and there's another one on the way, and
This one looks big.
Carolinas, Atlanta, Georgia.
My
Just be
in-laws
careful.
are in the, like, right in the sights of this one. They're just south of Tampa.
That is going to crush mid-Florida there.
Yeah.
Like
That St. Pete Beach.
Yeah.
Sarasota. So they're
and
west.
it's only gaining
Yeah, it's getting stronger.
more power.
I think they said it's going to hit with like 150, 160 mile an hour winds. So they're like scrambling down there. They're up here.
Okay.
But they're trying to get somebody to like board their windows and do all that shit for them.
Sure.
But of course,
everybody's doing that right now.
it's hard to find somebody. But they're inland enough. They won't get flooding, but they're going to get the winds and the rain. So they just want to protect the windows. That's like the big thing down there.
Yeah, it's gonna. Oh man, I'm sure. Like from the last hurricane too, not everything really.
No, that's what they're more concerned about is the wind blowing around the debris that they haven't cleaned up yet.
Yeah.
So you're going to have branches and trees and... Hello. Diablo 4 is out, huh? That's good to know.
Everybody's getting ready for the next Call of Duty that's coming out soon.
Do you know I've been stuck on like a TikTok rabbit hole of watching people play N64 games?
Oh really?
I like Zelda and Mario and...
What was your favorite N64 game?
It's tough. I'm a big Ocarina of Time, Zelda. You can't really beat Mario 64.
You can't. I remember when Mario Party 64 came.
Mario Party and Mario Kart were fun group games.
Yeah.
You know, you had a bunch of people over.
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye was phenomenal. I tried to play that the other day on the Switch, and it was like, what the hell were we thinking?
I remember
Terrible.
the first game when I got it for my birthday. I think I was like 10 years old. The first game I got was Wave Race 64.
Wave Race was
on the
and,
Rave Runners.
1080 snowboarding.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
1080 snowboarding was the shit. Yeah, that was just life changing. I put hours in on that thing. Like the fact that I have the balls to say anything to Brooklyn about like you're
video
still on that
games?
video game. Like I used to clock in when I got home from school.
Dude, we had the first crack at like streaming video games, and we never did it. And I mean, now we're streaming golf, but we could have been somebody.
Who did you thought of it, right?
Yeah, no one thought of it. We thought people were crazy when they stream golf, and then I start walking around work one day at like lunchtime. People are like eating their lunch and watching Twitch.
Well, that's
at
like
their desk.
there's a great meme I saw one time. It was like a mom standing next to a kid watching a kid play a video game, and the caption was, "Are you really going to sit here and watch somebody else play a video game that you have?" And then the kid turns around and goes, "Are you going to watch somebody decorate a house and not clean your own?" Because people, that's all it is, reality TV.
Yeah,
You know, home improvement shows and dating shows, like
wrestling.
Yeah.
I saw The Rock came back this past weekend.
You're talking to the wrong guy.
I know. It's just crazy that he's still around. Look at this chip game. I'm telling you. Get down.
Zip.
Good shot though. He's not
Right on the pin.
Yeah, he's money with the chipper.
Right down the middle! Boom! Nice boom! Lou, how you like that, Lou?
Yeah, I lost wrestling, man. I was the Hulk Hogan era, and then it just ended. Sit.
Got a comment
nice
here.
save, Sally
Drew,
Staggs.
What's the handicaps for these fellas? So they range from like a +2 to like
A 400.
a 25.
Everybody can play.
Yeah, I mean we could move around bays and show you how bad it could get, and we could show you how good it can get.
So yeah, we've done this before. We've followed one team and had to bail after like 4 holes because it burns your eyeballs. But they're out there.
What are these guys?
A little bit of everybody here.
So this is the Tony Short fill-in.
Rodak's back, by the way.
There you go. You want Carnage, you're going to get Carnage now. +5 for these guys through 6.
Oh, Timmy. Yeah, Tony's the lifesaver in this group.
Yeah.
And if this guy's never played on a TrackMan before, he doesn't know about the percentages and
Yeah.
right back. to your
Tough scene for
feet.
Tony to miss week 1.
Yeah, that's the other thing. We do drop the lowest score of the 8 week.
Yeah, so
you have a throwaway.
Yep, you have a throwaway just in case you have emergency, something happens, COVID, I don't know, anything.
Drew loves Sim Carnage, he says. Carnage we can supply, my friend.
Yes.
I promise you that.
Here we go. Nice little water on the left. I'm
So
guaranteed
Tim-
one ball
yes.
goes in the water on this hole.
So Timmy Hornstra, is he a lefty? Right, I think. Let's see.
Timmy is a lefty.
And Timmy's got the slices.
Yeah, this is I will guarantee this ball goes in the water.
This might end up in Puerto Rico. They're playing in Dominican Republic. Let's go, Timmy. Don't let me down, brother. Whack!
Watch, he puts
Ready
it.
for the late action. Here
There
it
it
comes.
goes.
Here it comes.
This guy stinks!
Look at that. You could see it at the bottom of the water. Look how beautiful,
Yeah.
crystal clear that water is. You can see the ball.
He could find his ball. That's how clear it
You
is.
could hit it. Stand on a rock.
There you go, Drew. I promise Carnage, and there you got it. But yeah, that's a cool idea. You guys going? Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, we have 34. If you're just joining, we are broadcasting here on TikTok and on YouTube. If you switch over to YouTube, you have more of a view of everything, all the stats and data that you get from each swing. You'll get ball lie and all that stuff, carry, ball speed, club speed.
Oh, look at this guy.
TikTok, we're minimized to the phone screen, so we had to cut down some views.
Right down the middle!
Hefty 160 down the middle.
There you go. Safe, dry.
Hit a 7-iron.
Lou, how you like that, Lou?
Yeah, Drew. So this is a if you missed the beginning, 34 teams playing in a 2-man scramble, 8-week league every Monday night, 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock. We'll be on at 8. We won't see the 6 o'clock guys, but we'll intermittently throughout the season throw up some standings, let you know everybody stands. If you want to follow some favorites, if you want to bet with your friends, we'll throw some odds up on the screen maybe. And then after the 8 weeks, we'll go to 9-hole match play. for playoffs, seeded by where they stand in the regular season.
Yeah, you get points for each week depending on where you finish against the rest of the group.
That one didn't register, thank God.
But yeah, YouTube, same name, Golf Kings NJ. I'll throw a link in the comments too.
Drew, you're welcome. If you can fly out to Central New Jersey, we would be happy to have you. We have 3 locations here in New Jersey, and all are involved in the league. So when Chris jumps around, we're actually pulling from 3 different buildings, all about, 30-mile radius of each other.
So just to show you what we're up against, we're using Twitch Theater. We have all the base streaming to Twitch, and then we come on to Twitch Theater from where we're broadcasting, and we just go cycle through all the base. You want to see if I wonder if the commish is in.
Mikey K, Special K. There they are. There's the commish. Put the ball back in the hitting area. So down in Tom's River, they're using the new TrackMan IOs, the overheads.
Correct. Yep.
So you'll see that light right above them beaming down, and so their radar's up mounted on the ceiling, whereas the other locations it's a rear. They like it in the rear.
Man, get me in this league. I do have a vision. If everyone uses TrackMan and gets a streaming set up to Twitch,
there's an online
we
function.
could run an online league.
Sure.
Because you could play the tournament from any TrackMan bay.
Right.
So it doesn't matter. You don't have to be in one of our locations to play. What makes this league special is that we do stream every bay. So what's great is if you have a family member or a friend that only wants to watch your bay, you can go on Twitch, type in their bay name, and be able to watch strictly them. Obviously, our feed, you're going to be seeing us a lot more and hearing us, but you could strictly tune into them and watch how they play. It also saves the recorded round. So if we see people taking illegal shots or using a mulligan when they're not supposed to, we have the footage now to go with the scorecard.
Sure. And what I used to do, because I'm a psychopath, is after I played in the league, I would go home and watch my round and take notes on what I did wrong, and.
And there's a lot of people that do that because we're all golf nerds. I mean, we're streaming indoor golf, so we obviously, we take it to the next level.
We're like the rest of you guys. We're
all
obsessed.
Sucked in.
We're obsessed. We caught the bug completely. Yeah, so these guys actually help run our league, right? This is Mike and what's his brother's name? Pat?
Mike and Pat. Yep.
Yeah. So these brothers help us, and they keep all the stats and spreadsheets and leaderboards and all that. Really good dudes. And
Drew's on the YouTube now. Look at that. Shoot us a follow or subscribe, and appreciate you.
Yeah,
man.
tell your friends. Really appreciate it. And then we'll probably do some point throughout the league. We did it a lot when we play. Do some giveaways. Maybe we'll do who's going to have the low score of the night. People could pick a team, back a horse, and we'll send out a hat or a towel or something fun. Everybody likes some swag, right?
Yep.
There's a guy that I watch on TikTok that anybody that sends a gift, one of these coin type things, a rose or all the goofy things, a galaxy and all the things they do.
Yeah.
They throw their name on a wheel, and when he hits 50, he spins the wheel and gives something away.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so
we'll be doing
something to think about.
Yeah, we're going to be definitely doing some giveaways as we get into the middle of this league here. Tonight was a rough start for us because it's our first night streaming the league, so obviously we're going to run into a little bit of technical. Oh,
Pat
almost with the dunk there.
Hell of a save. What shot was that? Was that their fourth?
Played a true links course on the water today. Was electric. Oh yeah, where at? Where was that? Where are you from, Drew? What state?
Give us the skinny. Tell us the story of Drew Adler.
Yeah.
I just doxed you. Well, I guess that's your name, so everybody can see it. Tell us where you live, what your social security number is, credit card, CVV code. Links courses are crazy, man. It's funny. I was actually just talking to a buddy today at my son's baseball practice. I got the privilege through some connections, work connections, and close friends to play Bayonne Country Club, which is up here in New Jersey, overlooking the city, Manhattan. And if anybody knows the area and you knew about Bayonne, you would be absolutely shocked that there was a golf course there.
Really?
But beyond that, because it's just the docks, it's like a city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a very urban area, right on the docks. And if somebody blindfolded you and dropped you in this club, you would think you were in Scotland.
Really?
I mean, it was just beautiful rolling hills and tall fescues and a very traditional link styles course. And Yeah, it was actually a privilege to play that course.
Yeah, drop the address of my home in the city. Yeah, don't do that.
So was that your first ever links experience? Especially on the water, you get that wind whipping.
Dude, Pat's bombing it. Look at this.
Attaboy.
250, but that's big for the program right there. From Michigan.
Right down the middle. All day. Ball.
You guys got to have simulators in Michigan. It's a lot colder there throughout the year than it is in New Jersey. So simulators have to be a big thing in Michigan, I would assume. TrackMan 4 guy, or what are you playing out there? What are you guys playing? See if Mike can match me. Mike's been playing really good golf. Mike and I have a little tournament Wednesday at my club, and it's a 27 holes, similar to what we did at your place.
So 3 different formats.
3 different formats, yeah. One was a Pinehurst format. I think it's a shamble. They just might call it Pinehurst. I don't know. You might know what a Pinehurst format is. I actually have to look that up.
I should remember because we played in one, but I don't remember. I'll look it up. Lucky for us, I have a computer.
Yeah, we remember. We're actually like 2 set up now. Before we were always short on stuff, but I feel like now we have the proper setup. I play Links a lot. It's my favorite. Sims are common, yes. A lot of GS Pro. Yeah, GS Pro is big. I still had to go TrackMan, though. The things that they're implementing, their 24/7 support, it's just it's unmatched right now. Yes, GS Pro has a lot of courses, but eventually I think somebody's going to probably shut them down. Look at this, and Pat with inside the gimme there for a bird.
Man, ham and egging, huh?
Dude.
So Pinehurst is a 2-person format. Every hole begins with both players on a side playing their drive. Then they go to their golf balls. And then golfer A hits from golfer B's ball, and golfer B hits from golfer's A ball.
Oh, that sucks. Never mind. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on there.
You need both people to
after
drive.
Your second shot, they select the best ball and pick up the other, and then from there on, they play alternate shot. Oh, there's a modified Pinehurst that's simpler. If I remember,
that's a lot to remember if you're drinking all day in the course.
Modified Pinehurst. Okay, this one's I think easier.
TrackMan looks and plays a lot better. I would have to agree. I don't want to shit on GS Pro, but the new VG3 courses that they just came out with 2 weeks ago, they're sharp. I mean, the way this mist is hitting off the rocks here.
So
incredible.
Yeah, I think we played modified. You both drive and then you pick the best shot and play alternate shot from there. So if we
that's a shamble.
But in a shamble we pick the best drive and then we both play our own ball.
Yeah.
And this one we pick the best drive, and if we picked my drive, you hit the second shot, I hit the third shot, you hit the fourth shot.
It's alternate after that?
Alternate after the best drive.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's good to know. Yeah, so if you're first time tuning in tonight, this is our first night of League. We go live every Monday night at 8 p.m. We'll stream the League. We'll stream various teams. We'll do some interviews. We'll get some of the teams in here for a pre- and post-game. We're not going to do too much tonight just because we wanted to make sure we got our feet under us from all the technology that's hooked up. The camera, the Streamlabs, the Twitch, the TikTok, the YouTube, Facebook.
Mike trying to sling it in there.
Oh, gets a little bounce off the rock there. Yep. So we are playing Casa de Campo, Teeth of the Dog.
I don't think I've ever played on a GS Pro.
I didn't. What got me into sim golf is when I used to play on Jack Nicklaus Perfect Golf, and then TrackMan bought them.
Oh, really?
Yep, I used to play off my SkyTrack.
Did you say you had an Opti shot too?
I started with an Opti shot. Okay. So my history to how I got to what we are doing today started with I got a gift card. I swear to God, this is the whole story here. I got a gift card to a place in Brick called Golfatron. I go there. I was just getting into golf. Like, my uncle took me for the first time, and I was terrible. I just started playing when I was like 23 or 24 years old. I got a gift card from my sister-in-law to go play at this place. Went there, played around, and I fell in love with it.
And this was an indoor simulator.
It was a simulator place a block away from where we are now.
Oh, behind Boston Market over there?
Yep, right next to the hobby shop.
Yep.
So I went in there and it was it was a hole in the wall. It was terrible.
I thought that was just a pro shop or like a place to get clubs.
He had 3 Sims in there.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, he was way ahead of the curve.
He was
years ago.
Yeah, it was like 2013.
Yeah.
And I went in there. I fell in love with it, and then like 2 months later, he closed down. He closed shop. He went out of business.
What was he using?
He was using GC Quad.
Yeah.
It was a unit right in front of you, but it folded up.
Yep.
And
they have that at Dick's.
It wasn't a bad simulator, but his setup was so bad.
Janky.
Yeah, it was. And I remember thinking, like, man, I would love to do this one day, but I would do it so much better than what he has here. He closed his doors. And then 2019 came, and I got really into golf. I bought an Opti shot. Actually, 2018, I bought an Opti shot because I wanted one in my house. And I was hitting foam balls off this thing into a net because I was living in a condo above somebody. And I remember her, like, banging on the ceiling, like, stop.
Keep it down.
Yeah, keep it down, because I was hitting pitching wedges into the ground.
Calling 4?
Yeah. Hold on, we got a couple comments here. Never been anywhere close to NJ before. This is awesome, though. You guys seem like great fellas, too. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, we're just trying to...
Thank you, Drew. I agree.
We wouldn't do this if we didn't love the game, so we absolutely love the game. Danny knows so much about golf. You could probably ask him about any tournament. He could probably tell you who won it.
Yeah. I have a bit of an addictive personality.
I think we both do, and that's why we mesh well.
Yeah. Well, it's better this than the alternative.
Right? Yeah. So everyone has a vice. It just
Hit the rocks. Hit the rocks.
Control.
Kick.
So anyways, I bought an Opti shot. I fell in love with it, and then I upgraded to a SkyTrack.
Oh, okay.
I got a SkyTrack. We bought a house. I put a setup in my garage. Invited a couple friends over. Had so much fun.
Floor unit though, right? Not the overhead.
The floor head.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So then I realized how much fun we were having. I'm like, damn, I could do this. My man's struggling right now. Let's hold on. We'll come back.
Drew likes the carnage though.
He likes the carnage.
Oh, look at this one's going into the grandstands. No, all right.
Who was this? This was Tony. I want to go back to Sal Stagg.
What are they doing? 3 under.
3 under. They're in the lead right now. They're tied for the lead. So we'll keep it on them. They're on 14, and then
Par 5 going over water. Is he taking it on? 205 over water.
That's got a hook.
Come on, draw. Where's that draw? All day
He's picking the longest part too. Oh, damn! I don't know what Joey G did, but that's trouble.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
But anyway, so when I got the SkyTrack, I realized my friends and I were having fun, and that's when it hit me. I'm like, I think the technology is there to do the business again. I think the other guy was way too early.
Yeah.
And then
Just wasn't there yet.
Yep. Talked to my friend Tom, who I've known for 15 years. We got him involved, and then him and I came up with the concept. Signed a lease and wall as a joke. We had no money to open the store. It's kind of a wild ride. And next thing you know, we got an attorney. We made a name. We came up with the name Golf Kings, and
It fits.
And then it fits. Yeah, we came up with that name drunk on the dance floor at a wedding, at a friend's wedding. That's what we're gonna call it.
The best things happen.
And then so we opened our wall store 4 weeks before COVID lockdown. Imagine dumping your entire everything into something, and it's like, nope, you can't do business now. And then we barely survived it, and then came out stronger than ever because
golf had a renaissance.
Yeah, everybody went into golf after that. Golf boomed, like Top Golf was taking off.
I remember. That's when I was in a similar situation. I played once a year as a joke. Didn't have clubs. It was just a bunch of buddies would go out and tear up a poor golf course. And it was COVID. It was the only thing to do. I was out of work, and it was the only outdoor activity you could do.
Yep.
We were playing with the pool noodles. Remember, there was pool noodle. The pin had a pool noodle around it.
Yeah,
So
and you had to hit the pin.
hole.
You couldn't touch the flag.
So you just hit it 100 miles an hour and bounce it off the
What
pool
a
noodle.
dumb idea. And then the separate carts, you couldn't drive separate. You couldn't drive carts
Unless you had to prove you were in the same household.
Oh my gosh, it was so. Looking back at all the ridiculous things that we had to do to get through those months, it's
Crazy.
time.
But it's good, made for good stories.
And here's golf now. We have 3 facilities within 20 minutes of each other. The businesses are doing well. Can't complain. We're very, very weather dependent though, so we crush it in the winter and then hope for rain in the summer, which we haven't had much rain this summer.
No, it's been a great summer.
It's been a great summer for golf, for outdoor golf. Not so much for indoor golf, but here we are. We got our leagues that keep us afloat. We got members. We're probably close to 600 members now.
And that's the thing. I'll say it to everybody. I did a membership. You pay your monthly fee. You get 2 hours a month, but you bank them. So I don't use them. I don't use them from April to, now, November.
And then come December.
By then I have 12 hours. And I'll play throughout the winter. And then if I've got to play, it's, what was it, $30, $40 for an hour?
Yeah, $40 a reduced rate.
Yeah, after I'm past my hours. But I don't think I've had to pay for a round. And, I'm losing on the deal. Put it that way. I'm fully aware it's a losing proposition.
But if you do bank them and you want to play one of our leagues, we'll transfer them over to get in league entry. So,
yeah,
at equal rate. So,
right, and
really not losing value on anything.
We're coming up on the time where it starts to get hard to even get in this place, which is
so even with the 3 locations, like our brick, we're in brick right now. It's our biggest one. We have 10 bays in here. 2 of them are private. And it's crazy in the winter watching that line go out the door.
Sure,
trying to check people in and out.
And I've had to play at the Toms River location, a couple times because it was booked up here. So
yeah, it's good if we are
water.
Yeah, it's crazy the graphics on this now.
That is awesome. When's the next one rolling in? You got a set rolling. There it is. Bang, sploosh. Put your waders on.
I don't think Joey G hits it 300 yards, but
I mean, it's a hell of a line.
Fun fact about Joey G here.
Well, he's only got to carry. He's probably only got to carry 200. See where that?
Oh, he's pulling it a lot. He's got the poles.
Yeah.
They got get down.
Get down. Oh, straight in. Went right through the rough. God damn.
99 yards to the pin though.
Yeah, and it's 322. And I think, remember Bangini was saying, it's like 300 to the 322 is deceiving because that's to the middle of the fairway and then to the hole. So it's, it's 300 straight as the crow flies. Can't believe I said that.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
When does the golf season start back up now? It's got to be close.
Yeah, I believe it's either mid-November or early December. They're doing what they call... Oh, God, do you want me to go down this rabbit hole?
Yeah. Right.
So they restructured the season.
Okay.
And what they did was, at the end of the season, I'll get the numbers wrong because I didn't really study it, but something like the top 150 are guaranteed their card for next year. And then 50 to 200 can play their way in the fall series. So now you'll have a couple of tournaments from now till January
To try to,
which is mostly going to be those fringe guys trying to lock up their cards and like crack that top 50. Some big names will play in them just because they're sponsors or whatever. They're just tuning up and trying to get out there. But the fall series is mostly for those fringe guys that are trying to lock up a card for the season.
Okay.
So then the season I think officially kicks off. I want to say in Hawaii in Kapalua. There's the Amex. The Century,
obviously down in the where it's warmer, and
then they hop over to Southern California for a couple rounds. They'll do Pebble, they'll do the
the Pro-Am,
the AT&T Pro-Am. They'll do Torrey Pines, the Farmer's Choice.
I told you, Drew, he comes ready with the facts, man.
Yeah, and then they're off and running. And
where are we at with the Live PGA merger?
Big thing went down this weekend.
Okay.
Big tournament on the DP World Tour, which is basically just the European Tour. That's just their sponsor name, but it's the European PGA is called the DP World Tour. And every year they have what's called the Alfred Dunhill Championship, which is a multi-format. It's a Pro-Am. It's kind of like the Pebble Beach.
He just chipped in. Joey chipped in.
G.
He holed out. Sorry, cut you off there.
Oh, you can't even hear that one. I did. It's in.
Yeah, there it is.
I'll wait. So the Alfred Dunhill Championship. It's there's a tournament and a Pro-Am running concurrently. So like Rory played with his father. That was his team. You'll see other celebrities out there. And so concurrently, the pros are playing in a stroke play while they're also playing with a partner on some version of like a better ball. But the crazy thing about it is they play over 3 courses. So they play Kingsbarn, which is a famous Scottish course, Carnoustie, which is a very famous Scottish course, and St. Andrews, the old course. And they play those 3 courses Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You play, you'll play one of each. They don't all play on the same one. And the cut is actually.
Oh my God, getting the
He's
hole.
going to do it again. Not short.
Damn. Online.
The cut is actually after 3 rounds. So they play those 3 courses, one day on each.
Yep.
And then they cut it after the 3rd round, top 60 plus top 40 teams or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then they play the final round on St. Andrews Old Course, Saleeby. But oddly enough, there was a foursome that went out. And it was Jay Monahan was the guest of a pro.
Okay.
And Al Runyon, which is the live golf guy, was the guest of another pro, and that was the foursome. So Jay Monahan played with the guy they're negotiating with. So they said a lot of...
Can be ironed out there on the golf course there?
So Rory said they're pretty close. He's hopeful for the end of the year.
I bet you who else is probably hoping this happens is John Rahm. What a mistake he made.
He is struggling.
Yeah, dude. He's not happy.
And part of me is thrilled because he was one of the...
He took the money, man.
I played
Got a little greedy.
for the history. Like, he was a big-time, Seve Ballesteros and the
He was
history.
the Spain guy, dude. The Spaniard.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the next coming of Seve and representing Spain, and then he bailed.
You
And
left
then-
that because there's nothing worth playing for in Live. Like, nothing is acknowledged.
And you see when he comes over for the majors and some of these other things, even this Alfred Dunhill this weekend, he struggled at.
Yeah, there's no prestige in winning a Live event.
He is not sharp. He is not sharp by any stretch. Like Brooks is still playing well. I think he was in contention at the Dunhill for a little while. A couple of those guys are still playing well, but Rahm has completely lost it.
Yeah.
Completely
It's
lost
wild,
it. But
man.
so when they interviewed Rory during this tournament this weekend, actually it wasn't this past, it was last weekend, I guess. No, it was this weekend. Terrell Hatton actually won, a Live guy.
Oh, really?
The little angry
Yeah. I know it's all
British guy.
Yep.
He actually won, but they're saying that they're hopeful end of the year. But
So
it seems like it's the
gonna
players
happen.
that are holding it up at this point because it's the
How do you
gonna-
balance the money? Right?
That's what it is. It's who are you going to pay the PGA guys back? Are you going to penalize the Live guys? And everybody's at odds about
Yeah.
that.
I don't think you can get all that money and then still get what you want. Like, you have to give some of that back or give it up or something. You have to restructure it. If you want, what's going on here?
Have they even hit?
We're not.
Are they frozen?
No, we're not frozen because the miles per hour is moving.
Yeah, taking a breather.
Well,
Bathroom break.
They chipped in and
Rom took that Saudi money in his golf game. Took a pay for it. You're 100% right. He does not look like the same guy. Doesn't look like the same guy at all. And he was a stone cold killer. I mean, he was scary out there when he was in contention. He would have given Scotty a run. Like, he cleared the path for Scotty's year this year because Rom would have been the guy going toe to toe with him, without a doubt.
Scotty's on
nowhere to be
another
found.
level.
Scotty's, but
If Scotty can redo what he did this year or better, you got to put him in the Tiger category.
It just seems like when he wants it, he put his foot on the throat. If you watch any of the President's Cup,
Yeah, it was nice to see some emotion out of him. Usually, you won't get anything out of him.
So, from what I've heard, or through interviews and articles, people that play with him at his home course back in Texas say he is an absolute shit talker, competitive.
Really?
Losing is the end of the world for him.
I would have never guessed that. Even after his Netflix special and all that, and everything you've seen from him on the course, getting arrested, he never broke. Like, he never went up or down.
They say in between the ropes, he is an absolute just murderer.
Good. I don't know if you can keep up his pace and not have that mentality.
And I believe I remember, I think they interviewed Xander Schauffele after that Tom Kim incident when he said, I think Tom Kidd, made a putt and made a big gesture about it. And Scotty made his putt and turned around and said, "What'd you say?" Or "What was that?"
Yeah.
And they asked Schauffele about it afterwards. Don't poke the bear.
Yeah. It's crazy. I want to see more of that. I want to see
I love
that
it.
killer instinct.
So
Michael Jordan.
But that's the argument for Live. When you bring a team aspect in, it heightens it. When you're playing for yourself, you're mad at yourself, you internalize everything. But when you're playing for a team and you're playing for that other guy. All
It's
of
like
a
the Ryder
sudden-
Cup and President.
Ryder Cup, President's Cup, and Live obviously would never be nationally, like the way you're fighting for your country.
Yeah.
But there is something about like the four of us versus the four of you.
So why can't the PGA just keep doing what they're doing with the individual stuff and then let the Live run the team events while the PGA, like during the PGA, like.
But again,
why can't you have the hybrid of everything?
The talk in the initial framework, that June 6th meeting that they had was how do we incorporate some version of the team aspect? Like there has to be 4 events throughout the year.
Yeah, they do events just teams and forget the individual.
But the knock is they have the what the hell is the one?
I'll get in there.
The Zurich.
This is trending.
One more club.
Shot.
The Zurich Classic that they do every year down in New Orleans is a 2-man team. I think Rory and Shane Lowry won this year. And it doesn't generate that same buzz. It needs to be more than 2-man,
Yeah.
alternate shot, 2-man scramble, whatever they play.
Imagine watching a PGA event with these professionals doing a 4-man scramble.
It'd be amazing.
Like shoot 25 under around.
What are they doing on YouTube? What's getting 10 million views?
Like Bryson trying to break
playing with
50.
Donald Trump. Bryson playing with, some stiff. Because people want to watch the guys get after it together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is something beautiful. If you're a golf purist, you love watching.
Well, why were people watching us play 4-man scrambles indoor golf?
That is the question of the century, my friend.
We have 300 people watching
I
us.
ask myself that every Monday night when I leave here. I can't believe 4 people are even watching right now. And we appreciate you, Drew. But because people love watching this stuff. And this is a 2-man scramble, and it's relatable.
It's the chat too. Like people can be heard with their comments and what their point of views are and their perspective on everything. You can't do that on ESPN.
Yeah. So I don't know if you were part of this, being as involved as I am. I got sent a survey probably about 3 months ago, towards the end of the regular season of golf, and it was from the PGA or the USGA maybe, which I'm a member of.
Okay.
Asking specifically about your viewing experience. And it was like, if you could watch...
Like a comment card or a survey?
It was a survey. It was an online survey. I clicked the link, and it was a series of questions, and one of them would go, would you rather watch a 45-foot putt or a 300-yard drive? Would you rather watch a shot out of the bunker or a 150-yard shot from the fairway? And it was like... what they're doing is tailoring what shots are they cutting to. Do you want to watch the guy 2-putt from 25 feet, or would you rather watch, short game around the green, or would you rather watch tee shots, or would you rather watch par 3s? And I think they got a lot.
I think you got to kind of get everything though. Like it's hard to pick one.
Right, but I think a big knock was too much on the green. Way too many putts, because most of the time when they cut to a putt, the guy's going to make it because they're not showing a guy missing a putt.
Yeah.
So it kills a little bit of the drama.
Do you know what they need to make putting better? And Live does this. They do the Live line.
Yeah.
They'll project the putt.
And they have that technology, because I've seen it on some of the PGA broadcasts. They don't use it much.
I would love to see, because you don't get the true read of a green from
No
TV.
way.
You don't get anything.
No way.
It doesn't
if
look.
you've been there in person, you can really appreciate
My
it.
mother-in-law thought the ball was like they were making the ball curve,
Spinning it?
Yeah, and I'm like, no, that's
Put a little English on it?
Yeah,
Like a pool ball?
yeah.
So if you watched, what was it, the Pro, whatever the PGA tournament that they just had this past weekend, they actually had every single tee shot from the one par 3. So they were showing the regular broadcast, but when the two guys would come up to the par 3, they'd show both tee shots. Then they'd go around the course and continue on, and when the next group came through, and the announcers really highlighted that you will see every single player in this field hit their tee shot, and it was a 135-yard par 3, and the guys were just sticking them. You were seeing darts, just dart after dart.
I think if they really want to take it to the next level, do what all the other sports are doing, and they're having these VR watch parties to where you feel like you're on the floor. If you could set up 3 cameras or 3 VR cameras on the tee box, the middle of the fairway, and the green, and you could pick in your VR headset where you want to watch the ball, you can kind of follow golfers each hole.
So if you've been to a broadcast, you see every group has a camera following them. Mm-hmm. So they don't, the stationary cameras are on the greens and on the tees.
Yep.
But anything in between is mostly, handhelds. So I don't know. But the big thing, like I use it a lot, is the ESPN, the app during a tournament, because you can pick the group you want to watch and just follow them. Because sometimes I want to watch every shot. I don't want to watch the ones you pick because they only pick the good shots. I want to watch the guy skull one. And that's why people, I think, watch this, is because you're seeing guys hit bad shots and hit them OB and have to make recovery shots. Like, when they cherry pick just the best shots, you can almost anticipate what the shot's going to be. Because why are they going to it? When they go to Joel Damon on the 5th hole, who's not even in contention, and they pull up his score and he's 5 over, it's like, oh, he's going to do something amazing.
Yeah.
Like, there's no other reason to have this guy on the television right now. So
These guys are crushing it right now. I think they just got to -8 or -7.
who's working Tom's River tonight?
Austin.
Tell him to go straighten that camera out. I'm going to tilt my head to read it.
We have so much to work on throughout the week on some of these bays. So
I just can't get away from golf, even after playing today. I'm telling you, Drew, I played 18 holes on Saturday, and my family came, and we sat and had lunch, and like a half hour into lunch, I'm like, anybody want to go out and hit some balls? And then I got here tonight with no anticipation of swinging a golf club, and then I saw you hit, and I'm like, I want to get my clubs.
yeah, it's just, even when you need a break, you get into golf and you get into the building, you're like, oh my God, I want to play.
Bangini, yes.
Is he back?
He's in.
Hey.
He's in TikTok.
Love the new VG3. Love it. A lot of good stuff. These guys are -7. They are in the lead by a ton. Bangini, we got 34 teams in our 2-man scramble league.
Bangini. So we tried our best to explain VG3, and we basically said it looks real good, and the bushes are nice. But like, this is a great hole, Bangini, right here with the waves crashing up against the rocks and the little spray flying up onto the tee. You guys knocked it out of the park with this. For anybody who doesn't know, Bangini works for TrackMan, and we've been hearing about this thing coming for a little while. We've been excited for it, and we finally got it, and we're stoked about it. So the entire league this year, all, 13 weeks, 14 weeks?
Yeah, when you include playoffs, we'll all be on VG3 courses.
VG3 upgraded, higher graphic, and all the...
Yep. Although their camera is not TrackMan related. Our camera is going in and out. That's our fault. We'll fix that this week.
Yeah, that's just a stationary webcam, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is amazing. I mean, Bangini, we saw a guy hit a ball before into the water, just 2 feet into the water, and you could see the ball through that beautiful clear water in the ocean. I think he could have played it.
I want to shut this off.
I don't recognize these guys. Are they new to the league, LaMonica?
They played in last league, I believe.
Okay.
But he must have a new teammate because
It wasn't two LaMonicas?
I don't think so, because they're -7 right now. They're 3 shots in the lead with 4 holes to play. So
Yeah, it gets tough here on the home stretch, though.
And just
You
to
guys
run,
gave one back at the end, right?
Yeah, we finished -1. We're sitting in tied for 6th right now. So, and then if you want range, the lowest is +22 right now. So it goes between -7. You got a handful of evens, a handful of -1s, a couple -3s, a couple +2s, +5s, +7s, +8s, +9s, +12, +14, and then a +22.
God damn, I want to play in the league.
I asked.
You did. It's on me. It's on me. Listen, I'm dedicated to the stream, bro. What would you do if you saw?
I went double header, man. I went league 6 o'clock, stream 8 o'clock.
When did you divorce?
Probably in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, wife's like, "Are you coming home for dinner?" I was like, "I'm literally coming home to change, and then I'm going right to the store."
Yeah, I just got yelled at because Brooklyn went home pissed that he didn't get enough screen time.
Oh,
He's in a bad mood again. Said he didn't get enough minutes.
+22 carnage.
My
You
kid
want me to?
get to eat. Why don't we put up a
You want a carnage bay? These guys are plus.
Drew, share this stream with everybody you know, and you can be the producer. You tell us where you want us to go. Want to do producer for a day?
I wish they told me what bag. I gotta like Debo and Eric's stuff.
It's also nuts that we've been in here for an hour and a half. I feel like we just started.
Yeah, it went by so fast.
Did I talk that much?
No.
Tell me to shut up, folks, if I'm boring you.
Here, you want Carnage? I'll give you Carnage.
After this, we're going to pull up my son's 9U football game, and I'm going to do a full John Madden telestrator action on the screen if you're interested. We started pulling our guard this week.
Pulling your guard?
Oh, baby. We got 9-year-olds. So that's when, you've got your 5 linemen, and instead of just blocking forward, your guard steps back and pulls across the line and kicks out on the end for like a sweep.
What?
Right. So you got 5 linemen, right? Center, 2 guards, 2 tackles.
Yeah.
Right? So normally it would just block. Sometimes you block down or you kick out or whatever. Mm-hmm. What we do is when we run a counter play, we have everybody block to the right and all of the motion goes to the right. And then our wing, it's almost sort of like a reverse, comes back to the left and we hand it off that way. Mm-hmm. But if you did that, you'd have no blockers on the backside because you want the action to go this way. So you pull this guard and he goes against the flow behind the line.
Gotcha.
And then this guy's uncovered thinking, oh, my God, I'm about to make the play of my lifetime. And then you have a 150-pound 9-year-old just bowling ball him over and your tailback come in behind him. We're doing some pretty extensive stuff.
With 9-year-olds?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
We have film study. Does that not tell you anything?
And you guys rented out the bay and just put the film study?
We just where that guy's standing right now about to hit, we had 19 9-year-olds sitting on that grass. And on that 16:9 screen in front of them, I had their game up there.
That's
with my
awesome.
red laser pointer.
Can't beat that.
Yeah.
Drew, that'd be awesome, man. You promote this on your TikTok. I'd love it, dude. We got 7,000 followers now. We're looking to get to 10K before this league ends. So
Drew, I'll throw you a follow right now. Give us a follow back on the talk. What are you doing? Are you doing anything fun on TikTok, or are you just lurking like the rest of us? So much going on in that thing, man.
Where? TikTok?
TikTok.
Oh, it's too much. It's when they added the live.
We could do the ASMR thing out of here pretty good, right? Did you ever catch the lady who's like...
What is that?
There's like a lady on there that like... I put it on at like 1 o'clock in the morning if I have my headphones on. And she's like...
Yeah.
Makes the hair on your neck stand up.
That's funny.
Yeah. No, there's a woman who sings on there so terribly, and she's got like 150,000 viewers and millions of likes. But she's horrendous, and all the comments are just like, "This is so beautiful. You go, girl. Do you take requests?"
Some of the TikTok lives that I get fed are wild. Like,
yeah, well,
most of it's shop stuff. Like, you want to buy this ice maker.
Once you buy something, that's your algorithm.
Yeah.
I skipped through those real quick. What about the shaky thing?
Which one is the shaky?
Where you like stand on it and it just like, you ever see those? It's like it's like a mat. The women are always on it. It's supposed to lose weight. It's like, remember the thing that used to shake that people would put like the band around their waist?
Oh yeah, that was like the 80s.
Yeah. Probably even earlier.
Yeah.
This is just like, it's like, it looks like the Wii Pad. Remember the Wii Pad for the Nintendo Wii? You used to stand on it and like you could run and you'd work out on it.
Yeah, well, there was like Dance Dance Revolution type stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, all it is a pad, but I think it has like motors in it that make it wobble like this when you stand on it. Yeah. Your body just naturally like jiggles. And there's women on there
burning calories.
Like, $39.99 right now for shipping.
Just doing that for 10 hours straight.
Yeah, yeah. Or
selling product.
The robotic camera for the iPad for the iPhone. I see that. That's the first thing that pops up every time I go on TikTok.
Really? Oh yeah, the moving. So I bought that. I got suckered into buying that. Yeah, I'm like, oh, this would be cool if we ever go live out on the course. Just have it follow you.
Right.
But yeah, it's still, no, it's still in the box. I never opened it.
Oh, we should put it in here.
Yeah.
You fucked with that camera for a half an hour. We could have just plugged that thing in.
It'll just be moving.
Right?
Yeah, you move that way, it just follow you.
When I move, you move. Just like that.
Retirement from TikTok. I do golf on live times and it gains some traction. Makes me want to come back to it. Yeah, we did it for, we've been doing this probably 14 months straight now. we get ups and downs of like, oh, should we keep doing it? And
Like
then,
tonight, when we have 4 people watching
Yeah.
us. Yeah, it's a down.
and then next week there'll probably be 300 people watching us on TikTok.
Yeah.
It's all whether they push you or not. And
Drew, were you playing outdoors? Because what we did, this league runs now like October to December, and then it'll kick back on January and February. And then, like, from March on, we started just playing in the bays and doing some fun challenges and different courses and trying to break records and whatever we were doing. And it did get a lot of traction. This never really...
the league never really took up. Yeah,
we never TikToked it.
we
so
never
we'll-
TikToked the league, so we're gonna see. We didn't get pushed that much tonight on TikTok. Next week we'll probably get a little bit.
They're looking for the boosts.
Yeah,
Sons
they want
of
people.
bitches.
They want people to pay.
I might have also demonetized us immediately by cursing.
Yeah, they got some strict rules on TikTok.
We got banned once. I wasn't on it, so I can't take the heat for that one. But didn't you guys get booted?
We got booted, and we were kicked off for 24 hours for saying nothing really. But I guess TikTok heard different, and I had to put a little protest in to get us back in. So I had to file.
Do you have this is 18 plus?
I don't think so.
That might be why if I cursed.
No, it is.
No.
I think it has something to do with not streaming from TikTok Studio and using Streamlabs.
Yeah. All right. We got to figure that out then.
Yeah,
They don't like third parties.
I don't know.
People got to be using third party apps. Some
I
of those
don't know how
streams
you-
are so
You can achieve without
Intricate,
using this,
right?
Yeah, you can achieve streaming multiple platforms without programs like this software,
oh.
unless you're rocking 2 different computers.
What are these guys? These are only
They're minus
these are
7, but I
these are
haven't
minus
seen.
7 guys. I wanted to see the carnage. This is boring. Fairway, green. Who wants to watch that, right, Drew?
Yeah, I went out at the country club with my buddies and would film around. People had a kick out of it. Yeah, it's some people get hooked into it.
Bob
and-
does sports style.
Yeah. But we'll probably wrap it up right after this hole for the first night.
Look at you. How's your belly? Or your heartburn?
Oh, we got it in there. He spun it back in.
Is it? Did it hold on?
The heartburn went away. I feel a lot better. I was not,
9-6.
dude. 10 to 8. I was.
Yeah, you didn't.
I
look
wasn't
good.
feeling good.
I tried to shove a slice of pizza down your throat.
Oh, I thought that was 18. So
Oh, there we go. We'll
they
finish
saved
on
par
18.
there.
Is anybody close to them? No, right?
No, they smoked it this week. Unless,
All right.
barring a big blow
What
up
about
on this
Contos?
hole.
What's Contos doing?
Contos.
He's all talk. He's all power.
He's all power. Yep. Contos is even right now. He's struggling to catch up to the big boys.
Who's he playing with?
He's playing with. Good question.
What's Spicy Buster doing?
Spicy mustard.
They made a nice little run last year out of the woodwork.
Yeah, Nick put a lot of time in. I don't see Nick on here though. It's hard viewing it on my phone. It's
Oh my God, this guy's on the other hole.
I was like, wow, it's a really good drive. He's going to drive the green. He's on the other hole. Nick Mastalone is at +4. Contos is
+4.
Yeah.
Wow. Is he playing with
Contos just blew up +3.
Oh no. What's
Little
it?
double bogey
McCratchick,
there.
right? McCratchick is his partner. Mastalone and
Not playing
McCratchick.
with him this year.
Oh, see that? Yeah, because McCratchick could put it out there. That guy he hit bombs.
Yep. So hopefully
He was
this
also
is a
like
hook.
6'11". Look at these guys going to give one back on 18. What a killer. They got to take the other guys.
Yeah, you can't play out of the sand over water, right? Maybe you can. I don't know. He's 163 in the
163.
fairway with no trouble. I think you got to take the fairway.
They got to look at it.
Let's see.
Yeah,
if
that's it. They got to take that. He's far enough back to get over that tree. Yeah, you can't hit with that lip, God forbid.
No, I think you got to take the
Over
160.
water?
This 160 is no brainer.
Yeah, all day long. Smart. Good call. I'm glad the caddy talked him off that one.
Yeah, I know this camera looks
Do you know
ridiculous.
Brian
but we'll
caddied
fix
for
it.
me on Saturday in my championship?
Did he
match?
really? Oh, he's probably a great person on the bag.
Yeah. Well, I caddied. So he made it to the.
He's a calmer. Like he'll calm you
Yes.
down.
And he knows me.
Yep.
I caddied. He played in the club championship flight final and I caddied for him, but he had just blown his ACL out. He played on one leg.
He was playing on knee braces last time I saw him.
So I caddied for him more to just pick the ball up for him because he just couldn't bend down and like read putts.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I made it to the A-Flight Championship, he's like, I'm coming.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, no
So
problem.
he carried your bag with a blown out ACL?
No, we drove.
Oh, he drove. Okay.
We drove. But he just took my club. You know, he shot the number for me. You know, he talked me off some
Gives you all
things
the
a couple
lies,
times. But
the
and
reads.
we finished. And he was like, honestly, dude, he was like, that was the best I've seen you play. And I didn't have to like calm you down or. I had one blow up hole, and which is
the beauty of match play, though.
Yeah. And when I was up 4, and I had a blow up. And so I was.
How did you do when you got to? Was it 9 with the tree in the way and the tee box? That's 9, right?
Yes.
How do you feel? I mean, if you're up 4 going into that hole,
I have much more confidence with my driver now, with my new driver.
Okay, good.
Because I don't flare it out as hard to the right, so I'm not trying to hug that tree line.
Yeah.
So I pop it out to the middle. If it tails off, I usually end up in that
You're
little
safe
island.
over there, yeah.
And that's what I did. And then I absolutely pummeled my new 5-wood.
Yeah.
I was like, 240 out, and I just ran it right up the front.
Wow.
Just short, still short, but chipped on.
The 5, I have a 5-wood, and that is, I have to start playing 5-wood hybrid clubs now, because now when we started playing from the blues in the events I'm playing, I'm not used to playing from the blues. It's added yardage.
Yes.
You need to have.
No, and it's my get out of trouble club. Like I hit a bad tee shot on the par 5, that the 5th hole that goes out and cuts hard right.
Yep.
So I had like 180 to get to the corner, and I hit that 5-wood and bent it around the corner and just rolled it up front, to like 50 yards off the green. And it's a total get out of trouble club.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it. The 5-wood, the 3-wood, and my driver are just what I feel like
Synced
off the
up.
face of my club would be a bad shot isn't as bad.
That's good.
Like where I have that panic moment
You're
when you hit
tightening up
it.
your misses with those nice
Absolutely,
clubs.
just tightening up my dispersion. And that's it for me. If I can keep the ball in play, I'm a dangerous player.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just not losing it off the tee.
That's it. I give away too many strokes off the tee. So I keep it in play. My iron play is solid enough that even my miss hits aren't bad. And I have a good enough short game that I can get myself out of trouble around the green.
Yep.
But if I'm up at the green in 3, I know I could walk away with 5.
2-putt.
But if I'm up there in 4, I don't have a chance. So I can't be hitting 3 off the tee is the bottom line.
Yeah.
Or 3 from,
Correct. Yeah, you don't want to. You're
taking a drop out
doubles
there.
and triples now.
That's So I'm aiming for nothing worse than bogey.
These guys might give one back here if they don't get one from the circle.
This is their 3rd. Yeah, this one's got to stick it. No, I'm not going to get there.
No.
Not going. He didn't commit.
+6 though. I mean, good round for these guys. They absolutely
it's a 3-stroke lead on the rest of the field, right?
2. I think somebody
got
finished
4?
4. Yeah. But I think that we're going to wrap it up here, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us the first night. We have to work through some bugs that I've noticed throughout the stream. But, it should only get better from here on out as we get to know the teams. We get to know the players. We'll stream some good golf. We'll stream some carnage golf.
Lindsay, thanks for watching tonight. We really appreciate you. Top 3 viewer tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you were number 1. I'm number 2. Lindsay's number 3.
Oh, my wife?
Your
Lindsay.
wife.
Gotcha.
My wife.
That's my wife.
We need that one on here.
And shout out LBI National.
Yes.
For donating a foursome to the league champions this year. That is really awesome of them. I can't thank them enough. The commish, Mike and Pat Knapp, playing down in TR. Thank you guys for grabbing this up for us and giving it to the winners.
That's a close second in prize to the championship belts.
Yes, it's a very close second to the belts. It's all about the belts and this foursome. And it expires in a year and a half, so you got time to use it. So
I was wondering if they were going to put it like expires January 1st. Like they got like 10 minutes to play.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Remember, Monday nights, 8 o'clock, YouTube and TikTok, @GolfKingsNJ.
See y'all next week.
Appreciate y'all.